In the inpatient care, what is very important to note is that there is no room rent capping at all. So all room categories are covered. And most important thing is that the hospitalization itself will start now getting covered for 2 hours or more of hospitalization. So earlier that clause was very clear that there is a 24-hour hospitalization was required with an active line of treatment. Here, if there is an active line of treatment and if the admission was required, then even if it is for 2 hours and above, it will now get covered under the ReAssure plan. But again, very interesting to note is that it will not be covered for any Ayush hospitalization. For Ayush hospitalization, still a 24-hour hospitalization is still mandatory. So please note that the 24-hour hospitalization will be still mandatory for any Ayush hospitalization. And for all treatment, inpatient, it's covered up to sum insured, including your Ayush treatments and daycare procedures also. It should be covered up to the sum insured itself. Pre-post, as I already told you, 60 days for pre and 180 days for post is already covered. It covers all expenses, including consultation, medicines, physiotherapy, diagnostics, everything is covered under that, and is also again covered up to the sum insured. There's no restrictions on the same as well. So the policy also covers for home care and domiciliary treatment. So domiciliary and home care treatment are treatment usually in a case where a patient is not in a condition to be shifted to the hospital. So you have to create a hospital kind of environment at the home itself, and under the medical supervision, of course, all the charts and everything need to be followed like a hospital, or in a condition where a hospital beds are not available, only then domiciliary treatment is allowed. In my experience so far, I have not seen any instances where a patient cannot be moved to the hospital. Today, with the advancements in the medical care, of course, we are able to do all of it. So it's not very relevant according to me, but yes, of course, I mean, from a standardization across all other products, it's available, and in ReAssure also the same is available, so which is a very good thing. Modern treatments, there was a lot of debate around modern treatments, especially in ReAssure 2.0 earlier version. I mean, the current version, they have taken out that restriction which was there in the robotic surgeries. Earlier in the robotic surgeries, there was a restriction apart from the 4 robotic surgeries. For all other robotic surgeries, there was a coverage of only up to 1 lakh, and that was a little bit of a hindrance. And a lot of my customers also had come back to me with the feedback saying that this is something which is very restricting, and why should it be available? Why should it be there when other competitors like Care and ICICI and HDFC is not doing that restriction? So of course, I mean, Niva Bupa has got a very strong product team, and they learn from the market very quickly, and the product innovation has always been really good at Niva Bupa, which I have seen with my interaction with the team there, and with the feedback they keep evolving. And I hear as we speak right now, even before my episode airs, there's a version 3 that is coming up, and I'm really excited for that. So that would be coming up in the 3rd week of August, and I will also be reviewing that particular product, and I'm sure there are a few things which they want to learn from here and improve in the 3.0 version as well. Optional benefits, hospital cash, something which you can also get as a rider. So for example, if you're opting for a sum insured of 20 lakhs and above, you can get up to 4,000 rupees per day. The clause is that we should have minimum 48 hours of hospitalization required, and maximum coverage is up to 30 days. So if, for example, if I'm hospitalized for say 30 days, if I'm hospitalized say for 10 days, and if I have the hospital cash benefit, so I will get an additional 40,000, no questions asked, and that money is given to you primarily to take care of your incidental expenses. And again, coming to the personal accident, as I told you, I mean, again, options available with the health policy itself, a maximum of 5x of the sum insured, or up to 1 crore of the 1 crore limit for personal accident can be taken along with the policy itself. Another important point on the waiting periods, there is 3 types of waiting periods in any policy, and the same 3 waiting periods are applicable in our ReAssure 2.0. Also, initial waiting period, of course, 30 days, which is there except for any accident. For all other reasons, there's a 30-day initial waiting period. Pre-existing waiting period here is 36 months. Here I have a little bit of a point to mention here. There are comparative plans in the market where by paying additional premium you can reduce the waiting period. Here, of course, you have the option of eliminating diabetes and hypertension. Any other disease, of course, the 3-year waiting period will apply. Specific disease waiting period of 24 months, again, there's no way you can reduce it to 12 months, whereas some of the comparisons in the market, they are offering to reduce that specific waiting period also to 12 months. Let me explain to you about specific waiting period. A lot of the customers have asked me why the specific waiting period. Now, the specific waiting period is for diseases like cataract, hernia, kidney stones. There are few diseases only. I'm not that all of them are there. Definitely no cancer and all will not come under the specific waiting period. These are certain things which are things which can be waited and it can be done. So a lot of the times, I might have a kidney stone and I don't need a surgery immediately. I can wait for 2-3 months and then do it, or for that matter, cataract as well. So in those cases, to avoid those claims is where the companies have come up with the specific disease waiting period. Of course, even hemorrhoids and anal fistula and all these things also come under the same thing. And what we also see is that by way of paying additional premium, I think ReAssure 3.0 might come up with the options of reducing these specific waiting period from 24 months to 12 months is something which I think. And also sum insured, for example, is only there up to 1 crore, whereas market is now giving unlimited sum insured options also. So I think those are all the things unique things that can come up in 3.0. So I'm really eagerly waiting for 3.0. Standard exclusions, of course, if you're getting admitted only for investigation or evaluation, definitely not get covered. If you're getting admitted only for a cure, rehabilitation and all that, it will not get covered. If you're getting admitted for obesity or weight control, again not get covered. Cosmetic, plastic surgery. So these are things which are standard exclusions which are there more or less in all the insurance policies. So this is primarily how the entire policy is constructed. And of course you have zone-based premiums. So I am from Bangalore, so mainly Bangalore will come under rest of India, because zone 1 is Delhi NCR, Mumbai, including Navi Mumbai, Thane, Kolkata and Gujarat, so ends up paying a higher premium. And zone 2, which is rest of India, definitely gets to pay lesser premium. Entry age, child minimum 91 days, maximum 30 years, dependent child can be part of the policy. And for entry age for adult today, ReAssure 2.0, you can enter at any age. 18 onwards, you can enter at any age. So there's no restriction. So earlier there was a restriction of 65 years. Currently there's no restriction. So as per the IRDA guidelines, you can enter at any age. So that's again a fantastic thing. So people who are on the higher age also can enter. But of course, at a higher age, the premiums are going to be slightly on the higher side. So that's something which people really need to look into. But in the overall context of the health insurance policies, if you ask me, people who are above the age of 35, so 36 and onwards, and not looking for maternity as a cover, should look at ReAssure 2.0 as one of the best options that they have. Definitely premium wise, if you compare it to a Care and ICICI, I would say Niva Bupa premiums are slightly higher, and on the higher age, it is a slightly more premium product, so it's a slightly more higher premium than others in the market. When it comes to claim services and all that, I have seen primarily they have a very good response rate, because most of the claims I see, almost 85-90% of the claims are approved in the first 30 minutes itself. The reimbursement claims are also done at a very fast pace, and today using the technology, a lot of it is done online. So I feel from a larger sense, with the technology and the innovations and everything coming into place, Niva Bupa ReAssure 2.0 definitely is one of the best products available in the market. I'm really and eagerly waiting for the ReAssure 3.0 to come, and I really hope that they bring in those innovations that we were talking about, which will definitely make it more enterprising and more useful for all of the people. And my request from the company will be is to again work on the servicing part a lot more, and when it comes to cashless approvals, when it comes to higher value claims, there is a little bit of a hiccup in somewhere or the other. These are things which can be looked into more closely and can be worked upon, and that will really bring in more confidence with people who want to be associated with Niva Bupa and get the best innovative product in the market. So stay tuned with Insurance with Hari, and subscribe to my channel to get more information on various other insurance products. I'm coming up with more reviews on other products as well in my future episodes. Thank you.